Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of the Steam Backlog Diaries. Just to refresh your memory, what we're doing is I had 66, I think, games at the beginning of my year in my Steam that I had played for less than an hour or just not at all. And throughout the year, I am going back and I'm trying each one of them for at least an hour. And then deciding if I want to continue it, if it's going to be good and I'll play it actually one day, or if it's just going to go into the garbage. I think I was saying I had a system last time, but I forgot it, so we'll make up a new one. But yeah, so today I have 5 games, and I'm just going to talk about them a little bit as we go, and my thoughts on each one of them. So welcome to the Steam Backlog Diaries, Episode 2, February. So I should preface this with that I've never really played much of a Rockstar game and enjoyed it. I think they are not really for me. I tried a few hours of Red Dead 2, a few hours of Grand Theft Auto, and not really my thing. I didn't think LA Noire would be different, but I think I got it in a Humble Bundle, so here we are. I don't really enjoy the game. I think that it looks bad and it plays badly. The faces are not good. If you're familiar with these, this was some groundbreaking face technology when this game came out, and it has not aged well. The idea was that you are supposed to be able to look at somebody's face in the game when they're talking and be able to tell if they're lying or not, and that works sometimes because they are well, I didn't kill her, or sometimes they're I didn't rob that bank. And then it's what does that mean? So anyway, I don't know, the face thing, I guess it's weird how the faces move. I guess it looked good at the time. That's not the problem though. I mean, it's just kind of a very slow-paced game. It's also very cop apologist, because you're a cop and it glorifies a lot of stuff about being a police officer, and it's very much you going around and being now we're the long arm of the law, see? And it's not my favorite thing, I guess. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to see what it was about, and now I know, and I'm sticking with my previous assessment that I am not interested in it. Nice try, Rockstar, on this one. Maybe add if you add maybe Bayonetta or something to your games, I would like that. Oh, this is I have to either put it in the trash or give it a high pass. That's probably what it is. Smash? I don't remember what my metric was. This is smash or pass. It's a pass. So, game number 2 was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is an old-ass game. This is actually made by BioWare, back in the Disney, a long time ago, and it just hasn't aged well. I mean, I think it was probably a really cool RPG back in the day. It's extremely clunky. The game just does not want me to move around. I discovered after I'd played that the mouse and keyboard controls specifically don't work. Apparently even on PC you're supposed to use a controller, but not being able to walk in the direction I wanted, I guess, hampered my experience. But yeah, there was also not a lot of things to find. There was a lot of dialogue, which is I think what people wanted. The real-time combat mixed with the turn-based combat did not work for me. I don't think it was a good idea. It was a lot of just clicking the same button, which was shoot, and then just waiting for my character to shoot and get shot and then shoot again. I know that was the beginning of the game, but it didn't really make me interested in continuing and finding out what else was in there. I did get a droid. I adopted a droid, and it exploded almost immediately, so that was disheartening. There is some cool stuff in here. Like, I think it's really cool that Star Wars got like a dedicated RPG like this, because it's a really like vast and expansive universe, and there's a lot of cool stuff that you can make out of it. But I'm also not a big Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars. I thought I did. Every year I become less sure. But yeah, there's there's cool Star Wars stuff in here. I think if you like that universe a lot, it's good. It's a good way to be in it. I don't even know what planet this is, or I didn't know like any of the characters I was, talking about or meeting, or like any of the like planets that were mentioned, or anything like that. I didn't see Jar Jar anywhere. So, yeah, this was I am of the firm belief that this was probably very good back when it came out, like almost 20 years ago, but has not stood the test of time. So this is a pass. Not gonna smash this one. I'm going to send it to the afterlife. Where'd the Jedi go? Where did Luke go when he died? Spoilers for the movie. So I have tried a lot of horror games. I've enjoyed a few of them, but I really have a sour taste in my mouth for horror games where you have to see a monster and then you just have to run from it, and that's like the game. Or you have to hide from it, even worse. Like Soma and like stuff like that is absolutely no for me. It's just the worst kind of video game. I don't understand why anyone enjoys it. But this one had a little more activity. It is sort of scary. I only saw like 2 zombies the whole time that I played this. I don't know where they all were. I found a lot of dead bodies that didn't react to me. I found a lot of items. I didn't find a lot of items. I found 2 items I didn't know how to use. I wandered around to every possible avenue, I think, and like after the initial story stuff kind of ended and I was free to like explore what was out here, I didn't find anything for like 30 minutes, and then I turned off the game. Like, this is one of those games where like the zombies are like running at you and there's like blood and gore everywhere, and like you're supposed to just like run from them or hide, and like at least at this juncture in the game I don't see any indication that there's any combat anywhere in this. So yeah, I didn't enjoy this at all. I don't think this is a good game. This is another one I probably got for like $2 or $3 at some point, but yeah. I don't know. I would prefer horror that has some sort of like thematic elements to it, or like or otherwise is like an action. Like, I like Resident Evil, like the new Resident Evils. Like, they're fun because they're like action games that are just have monsters in them. But just kind of doing this thing where it's like, oh, look at the scary thing we made and run away from it. I don't know. Anyway, this is a hard pass. I really don't like this game. So, Epistory or Epistory, I guess it's Epistory, typing Chronicles is... let me describe this game to you real quickly, and if you think you're going to enjoy it from my description, you absolutely will. And if it sounds horrendously stupid to you and aggravating, then you're not going to like it. It is basically just you are typing words that you see on screen, and that acts as combat. So monsters approach you with words over their head, you type them very fast, and then you use an attack and destroy that monster. It is just random words, and harder monsters have longer words that disappear quicker, etc. There's like a little bit of an RPG skill tree thing going on, and there are some like dungeons, basically. Like, you go across the overworld and go into dungeons and just like type really fast. Playing this for an hour was absolutely miserable. My hands were like blood red by the end of it because I was furiously typing the entire time. This is not a fun game to play. If what I've described to you sounds like it would be fun to you, like, please play it, because I think somebody has catered to your very specific interests brilliantly. but it is physically painful to play this game. I don't know that I recommend it to anybody. It's not like it's a bad game inside though. Like, I like the art a lot. The story is like halfway intriguing. I like the fox. Fox is fun. The bug monsters look kind of cool. I like the setup of how you unlock stuff, and like, you know, there's some like rudimentary puzzles you solve, you know, by like understanding how to type things, and it's like, yeah, I get the idea. The concept is here, but it is a flawed concept from the start, but they did it perfectly. This is the best. I'll put it this way. This is the absolute best a game that depends on you constantly typing the correct words in as fast as you possibly could be. This is another pass. I appreciate the effort that went into this, but it's just, I didn't have 1 ounce of fun the entire time. This game has a lot of things going for it. I'm not typically somebody who really gets into these like I don't want to say simple puzzle games. I'll say like straight puzzle games. Like, this is a game where you literally are just like figuring out the right way to like connect dots, and like sometimes there are environmental clues and stuff for like figuring out how you're supposed to connect the dots on like a diagram. But I like the environmental puzzles in games like Zelda or like God of War or whatever. But I've never really been a puzzle guy, and that's just my thing, so nothing on the game for that. However, I love how this game looks. The art style is gorgeous. I would love to see more games like this with the popping color. This is like a brave game, and I'm not saying that to be like, I'm not saying that sarcastically or ironically. Like, the use of bold and vivid color in this game is brave, and other game developers are too cowardly to do it. This is a beautiful, beautiful looking game, and I love this world. It's sad that it's so empty, but of course it's meant to be. If you haven't played it, you basically just like are a first person. You walk around, look at like clues, and then like solve little dot puzzles, and then you go to the next dot puzzle and you do it again. And like, people who like puzzle games really love this one. I totally get that. I can see how, if you were into that kind of stuff, this is one of the better ones. I just like, again, like, I didn't see Bayonetta anywhere in this one. No flying karate. I didn't see any gun shoes. I got very bored, honestly, and I'm not great at these puzzles, so I had to look up the one that I had to do, like the Sakura Trees one, and I was just kind of like embarrassed I had to look it up. Like the first, like basically the first, like after the beginning, like the first puzzle that I like really tried to do, I like could not figure it out. I spent such a long time on it. Yeah, so this is just, I'm gonna chalk this up to a case of not my type of game, and I don't know that I'd comment on the game's quality really, in a negative way. So yeah, I like, I guess more reluctantly am passing on this. I'm glad it exists for people who like these puzzle games, but I'm not one of them. Unfortunately, we had kind of a negative month, it looks like. Got passed on all of these. Last month I liked most of the ones I did, so just a case of picking up stuff that I wasn't really into this month. Yeah, but again, that's good, because that's 5 more games that I know I don't want to play, that are dropped, and that I don't ever have to worry about again. Yeah, so my backlog is shrinking. Let's take a look at my Steam library right now. Let's see how many are still left in this grouping. 57 left. I feel like there should be less, but all right. This seems more daunting than I thought it was at the beginning of this. Oh boy. Okay. Just doing some math on that. 10 months, so gotta do like 6 games a month basically from now on. Zoinks! Alright, well, thanks for joining me for this month's Steam Backlog Diaries. I'm gonna try to pick out some ones that look a little better next time, not just stuff I'm trying to like sweep out of the way, so we can maybe have a mix of some positive stuff with the ones that I don't like. Yeah, but thank you for joining me on my journey. Yeah, if you're interested, you can find my Steam Backlog Diaries list in the comments below. If you have any questions or if you're interested or have any comments on any of the games I've talked about here, please throw them down below. Toss a like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the series. It's going to be exclusive right here on GameLuster.com. Alright, thank you guys for joining me. I am making a lot of videos, so I'm going to need some sort of a catchphrase to end on. I don't have one yet. That could be a good comment too, if you have any ideas. Alright, have a good night,